What a gwan, peeps, what a gwan. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. And if you are here for the tarot card interpretation. And today we have number 16, the Tower. A very interesting card. But before I get into that, if you're not subscribed yet, why not? Hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. And as you know, this is just a tiny part of the videos that I do. I'm usually doing some tarot and all sorts of nonsense. But today, this is about tarot card interpretations. And I'm going to go through the whole deck if you didn't realize that already. I'm on the major arcanas at the moment. And we're on number 16. As you know, there is it 21 or 22 in the deck? Because the 0 throws it out a bit. 0 is the Fool. But anyway, let's get on with this card. What is it about the tarot card? And if you don't know, I actually explain what my interpretation of the tarot card is. I go through different decks and show you the different examples of the Tower as well. But I also do a basic worksheet that is open to the public. Anybody can have it. You can download it. You can print it. And I will leave a link for not only that one, but I do have an extended one as well that you can work through. Okay. And it not only just gives you the basic information in the one that's available to the public, but it also gives you 5 different categories. So that's home, that's family, that's work, love, finance and spirituality. And I also give you the reversals, where the basic only gives you an introduction and a general explanation. So in order to get hold of the extended though, you need to come into my Patreon. They're both on Patreon, but one is open to the public, one is an extended, and you'd need to join to actually get access to that. But all of them are there. All 16 I've done so far is on Patreon, the basic versions as well as the extended version. So go and have a look. But anyway, let's get on this explanation with the Tower. So what is my interpretation of the Tower? Well, it's always, for me, it's something has gone wrong, or something has led up to some kind of chaos or conflict. Something has happened, and usually, and I don't want to call it, I would call it a no card. I would call it a negative card in some senses, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just as small as just having an epiphany. It could be just something has just realized, you've just realized something. You think, oh no, I've been doing that wrong. That's the Tower moment. Or, oh no, I'm in the wrong place. That's the Tower moment. Or, I'm in the wrong relationship. Oh my goodness, that's a Tower moment. But these things are like epiphanies. I mean, on the worst side is your house is burning down. But do you know, I know that's dramatic, isn't it, or extreme. But it's usually about something that has been realized or led up to a Tower moment, or something that is chaos or conflict or something bad, normally. Do you know, the mild case scenario, even if it is on the negative side, is that you've had an epiphany and something has woken you up to something. But if you look at this picture, you can see 2 people falling from the tower. You see the crown is toppling over and the top of the tower is gone. It's perched on a mountain. Ain't no mountain high enough. But you see what I mean? It's like, you know, you've fallen from the top, and and so there's only one way up, isn't it? From the bottom upwards. So when you fall out of the tower, sometimes these cards have one person. There's even one deck, which is one of my favorites, which is actually somebody hugging the actual tower, like for dear life. Like they know that everything is crumbling around them, but they're still clinging on for dear life, and they don't like the change. So this is what this is about as well. That things that need to be changed is like you're just fighting it until it just crumbles. So on that note, let's just look further on and see what other decks look like. Okay, so I've brought out the Angel Tarot, and this is their tarot card, and it's called Angel of Enlightenment. Like I said, it's like an epiphany, and this one also is depicted, although it's different, there is 2 people coming at that one, it's depicted slightly differently. You know, these 2 people are just falling out, and the top of the tower is It's just a mess. Do you know what I mean? But also significant is that number. That's the number 16. And this is that's how you know this is the Tower card. Because some decks, like I'm going to show you next, don't actually say the Tower card. They call it something else. But the number will always show you that it's the right card as the Tower. Okay, so this is the one that is the Angel Tarot. So yeah, it's kind of a gentler version than this one, isn't it? But let's show you an even more gentler version. We've got here Transformation, which if you look at the corner is exactly the same number, but it's from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And it says here, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination and releasing old belief system. Change! Do you know what I mean? But we've got an angel standing at a tower. Now, although this tower doesn't look devastated, transformation is what it's about. Somebody's had epiphany. Well, I keep saying it, and I'll say it again. An epiphany is when someone has realised they've done something wrong or something needs to change. And this is what transformation is. So let me show you one of the very first decks I actually bought. And it came with a learning book. And it is the Gilded Tarot. You see how old and battered this is? But I love the example of the tower here. Only thing is, it's got one person coming at the tower of this one. And you know what? Sometimes you'll be guided to use the tower like, you know, different decks. Like I am. I'm often guided. I kind of like have to feel which deck I use. Because I've got so many that I have to feel which deck to use for whatever circumstances, okay? And sometimes it's two people falling out of a tower and it's one person falling out of a tower. But 9 times out of 10, it makes a difference. And if you're interested, quickly, this is the old version of the Gilded Tarot. And I happen to have the pocket-sized version of the Gilded Tarot. But the tower is slightly different. Do you see the difference? This is the old Gilded Tarot. This is the new. It's like a second edition. So if you can get hold of this one, because I have to say, this is more vibrant and colourful for me. I don't know why, but it's Gilded Tarot. Look, I'm going to show you. Gilded Tarot, okay? And it says here, Gilded Tarot Royale. So it's like that. This is the mini version, but it's like the updated version of the Gilded Tarot here. So anyway, let's move on to the last card. I thought I'd just show you out of interest. So if you can get hold of this one, because I don't think they even print it anymore. But if you're on my Patreon, I can tell you how to get hold of this one. It's a very simple thing, but you know, anyway, I'm going to stop it. The last one I've got here is the Tattoo Tarot. And this is literally, people have had these things tattooed on them and they've just put them on cards, okay? But look at this tower moment. Of significance is the crown falling. Someone's lost their crown because of this tower moment. It's, you know, everything is just exploding. And in this card, everything, even down to the ground, is exploding. Do you know what I mean? Which makes a difference sometimes. It's a huge chaos and conflict. And the epiphany must have been a deep one before all this to happen. So if that makes sense to you. So anyway, we've gotten this far. See, this is all the, but would you believe all of these are Rider-Waite? It's the Rider-Waite system. They're just depicted differently in different decks. That's all. So I'm going to give you the text. I should have said I'm going to give you the textbook version. And I'm doing this with one hand. So please forgive me. I'm going to get hold of the book. Okay. And I'll give you the text version of the actual tower, in the hopes that you are going to download the actual general one, because I've even given you space to give your own thoughts and experiences of the card. So it will make more sense to you, especially if you're learning tarot, okay? But if you really want the lowdown and the link up, join Patreon for the extended version, because I will be making it into a book at some point, because I've done so many of them. I might do the major arcanas and next the court cards and then finally all the suits, because the major arcanas and the court cards, which are the characters, are the most important sometimes, but the minor arcanas have a big part to play as well. So I'm going through every single deck in the tarot. So let's read the textbook version, and I'm going to shut up now. It says here, a house that has been built without good foundations must collapse sooner or later. The tower represents such situations. For anyone that has been built for anything, that has been built on illusion or false belief is now coming to an end. In the positive, it means having the ability to see the truth in a matter and to build anew for the future. This time was solid foundations. Epiphanies! This is never an easy card when it appears in a reading because it shows a sudden or unexpected ending that may bring a sense of chaos or conflict with it. This can be in regards to situations that have been relied upon as being permanent and can relate to any area of life. This card is not always totally unexpected. Sometimes when the tower is drawn, there is already anticipation of something of this nature, yet often people will try to stay blind to the possibility, having a sense of denial. So please forgive me, I have to turn the page because it's quite a long one. But this is not always this is not always the case, as the tower tends to indicate something collapsing that was falsely believed to be true. So please treat this card delicately. It is helpful to recognize how the tower fits into your life. Other cards in the reading should help you see this. What preparations you can make in readiness and how can you improve matters forward. This is always something possible that can be done. So do you see what I mean? Although it looks like a simple thing like, oh yeah, it's a tower moment, something's gone wrong, there's a more to it than that. And yes, to me, it's a no card. It's one of those cards as if someone asked me a yes or no question and I pulled this, it would definitely be a no. Do you know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you are wanting to learn tarot, keep up with me, people, because I'm going through the whole deck and I'm at number 16 at the moment, okay? Which is the Tower. And likewise, if you really want to keep up, there's the worksheet that I'm going to put a link into in the description box for you, as well as the extended where you can actually join. You know, for the price of a coffee per month, you can join and get access to all this stuff, extra content, you know, books, whatever, for the price of a coffee. No, the books are not at the price of a coffee, but most of the content is a price of a coffee per month. So keep up with me, people. Come and join me. But if not, and you want to keep up with this series, please like, subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you and hope you enjoyed the little interpretation of the Tower. So take care till next time.